Today we're talking about those moments on set when the actors just couldn't resist the chemistry between them and ended up sharing an impromptu kiss. Whether it was a scripted smooch or a spur-of-the-moment decision, these kisses were definitely not part of the original plan. So join us as we take a look at some unexpected kiss scenes that were never supposed to happen. First up, found in translation. The touching scene between Charlotte and Bob towards the conclusion of Sofia Coppola's Lost in Translation is one of the most talked about scenes. Murray is well known for whispering something into Johansson's ear, but he has vowed never to tell what it was, although this hasn't prevented admirers from coming up with their theories. Murray's contribution to the action wasn't limited to the whisper. According to Coppola, their kiss wasn't even anticipated. Coppola said, "I recall sometimes Murray would surprise things on Johansson, and it was interesting to get a reaction when asked about it by the Daily Beast. Murray was excellent at improvisation," according to Coppola, who told IndieWire in 2003, "The scene where Bob and Charlotte first meet in the sushi bar is a prime example. Coppola's script only said he attempts to make her laugh, but Murray was the only one who spoke." Next up, a kiss that inspired anger. In the Stranger Things Season 2 finale, disappointing lovelorn geek Dustin, Lucas, and Max share their first kiss. Despite his sadness, Dustin's reaction to the kiss was subdued compared to the resentment that spread throughout social media when the truth about the kiss's origins was made public. Sink said that the kiss wasn't in the screenplay, and that showrunners Matt and Ross Duffer sprung it on her the day of filming in an episode of the after-show series Beyond Stranger Things. Ross Duffer reportedly made a joke about having Sink kiss McLaughlin before inserting it, and Sink reportedly became so freaked out by the thought that he did it. Duffer made fun of the situation, saying it was Sink's fault because she was so frightened by the suggestion. The fact that the story broke at the height of the backlash against a large list of Hollywood men accused of sexual misconduct probably didn't make things any easier for the Duffers, as it quickly became apparent that many fans were not cool with this. Sink explained to the Wrap that following the incident, "Of course I was anxious. However, I never voiced a complaint or felt pressure to do anything." Next we have taking to the part chemically. Jennifer Lawrence wasn't cast until quite late in the process of David O. Russell's 2013 black comedy American Hustle. Despite being too young for the character, the director told Vanity Fair that Lawrence had a timeless quality and took to the part chemically. It would be intriguing to find out precisely which chemicals Russell was referring to in light of an improvised kiss scene between Lawrence and Amy Adams. Irving Rosenfeld's con artist wife, Rosalind Rosenfeld, was played by Lawrence. At a crucial point in the story, Sydney, Irving's mistress, and Rosalind are arguing in the bathroom. Sydney breaks off an aggressive kiss from Rosalind, and Rosalind then explodes into harsh laughter. Russell recalled that the idea was proposed to him, but he didn't know how it would happen. Thus, he said the kiss was improvised. Even though the kiss was her idea, Adams claimed Lawrence deserves all the credit for the scene during a press conference for the film in 2013. Adams continued by stating that Lawrence's giggle after the kiss was brilliant and that it didn't just seem like a moment where two females are going to kiss on screen. It felt emotional. Next, no one's ever really gone. Star Wars fans are enthusiastic about The Last Jedi, whether they like it or not. Sadly, much of that enthusiasm turned ugly following the film's debut. Whatever your thoughts on the film may be, if you didn't at least come close to crying when Luke Skywalker gently kissed Leia on the forehead and said, "No one's ever really gone," then your soul and heart are as cold as the bleakest part of Hoth. Fisher tragically passed away a year before the movie's premiere, which couldn't help but give the scene a painfully powerful feel. The kiss Luke offers his sister wasn't intended, despite how appropriate and impactful the moment is. The crew wasn't ready for it, but they said, "Do it again," according to Hamill, who told Entertainment Tonight that he decided on the spot to do it in the take. Hamill continued, since Luke was saying goodbye to his sister forever, it was very important for him, and as it turns out, Hamill lost his friend Fisher before the sequence was aired in theaters. Hamill claimed that he is still unable to see the moment because of the loss. "She is incomparable and will be sorely missed," Hamill added. Next is, we're all still here. Fans of the American version of The Office know that all it takes is a quiet request for Michael Scott to inflate a situation. This was the situation in the iconic Gay Witch Hunt Season 3 premiere episode of The Office. After Michael finds that Oscar Martinez, one of his employees, is gay and hasn't laughed at some of Michael's jokes, Scott, in typical Scott fashion, exacerbates the situation while attempting to demonstrate his tolerance to everyone. When Scott kisses Oscar on the lips to close the show, it may very well be the most awkward kiss in the annals of television. It wasn't in the script, which is a shame, considering how wonderful it was and how hard it would be to envision the episode without it. We were only only supposed to hug, but he kept hugging me, Nunes claimed, and during that specific take, he drew quite near, which made me wonder, where is he going with this? Oh no, here we go. It survived to probably generate as many cringes as guffaws in American living rooms, despite Nunes' concerns that someone in the cast or crew would laugh out and ruin the take. There is no information on whether Dwight's subsequent effort to lip lock with Oscar was also unintentional. Maybe it's preferable to keep some things a mystery. Next, Helena's magic moment. In an interview with Criterion.com, Helena Bonham Carter, who played Lucy Honeychurch in the critically acclaimed romance A Room with a View, revealed that she hadn't kissed anyone much up until that point, either in front of the camera or otherwise, which made it even more difficult for her to follow the last-minute instruction to kiss Julian Sands. A Room with a View received a lot of positive critical reception. Carter claims that Sands and the rest of the cast and crew waited for the ideal moment to make out on camera. When the time came, Carter stated that it was tough to stand still, and not necessarily owing to Sands' abilities as a loving partner. Carter observed that it was difficult to traverse a plowed field while wearing high heels. I knew that I had to approach him without stumbling and then keep mute when he kissed me. Carter, Sands, and the audience were all spared because, thankfully, neither gravity nor Carter's sense of humor prevailed on that fateful day. According to Carter, additional kissing scenarios were just as challenging. She claimed that she had a very hard time suppressing her laughter during the moment that she kissed Daniel Day-Lewis. In addition, she asserted that when her mother visited the set, Sands felt uncomfortable kissing Carter and had to ask her to move out of the way so that she could continue the scene. Next, on Riverdale, Hedwig wouldn't be stopped. The stage musical Hedwig and the Angry Inch, about an East German trans rock singer in the 1980s, was honored in Season 4 of Riverdale, the CW's adolescent drama. Kevin Keller decides it's time for Riverdale High to conduct once again a variety of events in Chapter 74, Wicked Little Town. Kevin and his buddies respond to Principal Honey's request to refrain from performing any Hedwig musical performances by doing so. Kevin and Archie share a kiss in the Hedwig original, Tear Me Down. According to Cott, even though the kiss was never intended to happen, it simply had to. Cott's revelation that the kiss was an amazing, unscripted moment astonished TV Insider. According to Cott, the titular character of the Broadway show Hedwig enters the audience and kisses a spectator. Cott was moved by this and kissed Apa on the cheek while recording his rendition of Tear Me Down with Kevin Keller as Hedwig. However, as Cott noted, I entered the room to perform the same action on the following take, but Apa turned his face. So we just kind of laid a huge one on each other. We thought, this is precisely how it should be. This is appropriate for this number. Fortunately, everyone concurred, and the kiss was retained. Finally, while trying out for The Edge, Elle Macpherson surprised her co-star. Model Elle Macpherson hasn't done much acting. Before appearing in The Edge in 1997, she'd done even less acting than in that film. Macpherson portrays Mickey Morse, the wealthy wife of the character Charles Morse, played by Anthony Hopkins. Alec Baldwin plays the role of photographer Robert Greene, while Hopkins appears in nearly equal amounts throughout the film. Morse has a sneaking hunch that Robert and Mickey are having an affair early on in the film, and this idea is confirmed at a very awkward moment when Morse and Greene are fighting a giant Kodiak bear for their lives alone in the wilderness. Macpherson stated her belief that she and Hopkins shared an unplanned kiss during the casting process for The Edge, rather than during the actual filming of the show in an episode of The Graham Norton Show that aired in 2011. She said that the kiss itself wasn't particularly upsetting, but how it was delivered was shocking. She claimed that the casting directors emphasized the importance of feeling close and intimate during the audition process, although she and Hopkins were separated in age by 27 years. As a result, it was suggested that the two of them kiss. Macpherson shared with Norton that because she hadn't done much acting, she wasn't sure whether to kiss with the tongue or without the tongue. So she erred on the side of, well, the tongue. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to leave a comment below letting us know what you think. We love hearing from you.